My name is Wendy Dixon. I'm 32 years old. 3 weeks ago, at my parents' 40th wedding anniversary dinner, my father stood before 30 guests and announced, "We're taking the whole family to Hawaii next week." Everyone cheered. My sister Megan screamed with excitement. I smiled too, thinking, finally, I'm included. Then I asked, "What time is our flight?" My father looked at my mother. Then he said, "You don't need to know. Wendy, you're not going." The room went silent. My mother added, "Someone has to stay behind and watch Megan's kids." 30 people watched me realize the truth. I wasn't family. I was free childcare, and this wasn't new. For years, I had cooked Thanksgiving dinner, organized Christmas, cleaned after parties, and babysat Megan's children whenever she needed a break. Whenever I complained, my mother said, "Family comes first." But 3 years earlier, after a painful breakup, I bought a used camera. I started photographing people nobody noticed. Elderly women, exhausted workers, lonely strangers. I called the Project Invisible Women. I created an anonymous Instagram account and quietly built a following. Only my Aunt Ruth knew. She was the family member everyone considered a disappointment because she had chosen art instead of a traditional career, but she was the only person who believed in me. Then a gallery in California contacted me about my photography. I was afraid to answer. Ruth told me, "You don't need anyone's permission to build the life you want." So I replied. That same night, after the anniversary party, I accidentally discovered an email between my mother and Megan. My mother had written, "Keep Wendy here to watch the kids. She doesn't have anything important to do. It's like having free help." Megan replied, "She'll probably feel useful for once." I stared at those words until my eyes filled with tears. Then I understood they didn't see me as a daughter, they saw me as staff. So I took screenshots and called Aunt. "Ruth, come to California," she said. "I have a room for you." The next morning, I packed my clothes, laptop, and camera. 2 days before the Hawaii trip, I told my family I was leaving. My mother called me selfish. Megan said she was counting on me. My father warned, "If you leave, don't expect us to welcome you back." I looked at him and said, "I understand." Then I left. 5 days later, I arrived in California. Aunt Ruth hugged me and said, "Welcome home." The next afternoon, I met Marcus, the gallery owner. He looked through my photographs and said, "Wendy, you really see people." Then he offered me a solo exhibition. 6 weeks later, my photographs filled the gallery walls. People came to see my work. One photograph sold for $3,000 by the end of the night. 8 pieces had sold for $14,000. My share was $8,400. Then Megan walked into the gallery. She had flown from Boston. "I'm pregnant again," she said. "I need you to come home. I need help with the kids." Even after everything, she still expected me to drop my life for hers. I looked at her and said, "You can hire a nanny." She stared at me. "This isn't a hobby," I continued. "I built this for 3 years while everyone assumed I had nothing important to do." I pointed to my photographs. "My work has value." "And so do I." The room went silent. Then Marcus began clapping. Aunt Ruth joined him. Soon, everyone was applauding, not because I had embarrassed my family, because I had finally stood up for myself. Then my parents arrived. My mother accused me of abandoning the family, so I showed her the screenshots. I read her own words aloud. "It's like having free help." Her face went pale. I looked at her and said, "You didn't treat me like your daughter. You treated me like staff." Then I paused. And staff has the right to quit. My family eventually left. And that night, standing inside my own gallery, I realized something. For 32 years, I had waited for my family to see me, but I didn't need them to see me anymore. I could see myself. Today, I live in California. I work mornings at Aunt Ruth's cafe and spend my afternoons photographing. My family and I are distant now, but I'm finally peaceful. I no longer confuse being needed with being loved, and I no longer make myself smaller just to make other people comfortable, because sometimes walking away isn't losing your family. Sometimes it's finally choosing yourself. I was never invisible. I was simply surrounded by people who refused to see me